Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Real Estate on a Tuesday, November 28th, Texting Tuesday. I've also got a little tech tip on a Tuesday as well that I'm excited to share. A great free way to use RPR. That actually has some value and has some usefulness. So I'll show you how you can use that. For some content creation, a good strategy with that I was made aware of this morning. And Ryan also built out a postcard template to send to renters as a follow-up to yesterday's show where we were talking about down payment assistance and low king. Recommended, hey, maybe send a postcard to renters. So anyway, welcome to the show. Jam-packed today. The show, Wake Up Real Estate, as always, is brought to you by justlistedjustsold.com, powered by thanks.io, and our mortgage team over at NEXA Mortgage. If you haven't already done so, Ryan, in slow motion, is encouraging you to smash the bell. Smash the bell. Please subscribe and share this with others in our wonderful real estate community. Ryan, I know that you were scrambling because I changed the time on you today, but
Yeah.
Did you come up with something for a social post?
That's super quick. I just went to CNBC's real estate section. The house hacking article here looked like a good one. So we'll just throw this up here on Facebook and just say something like, if you if you're okay with this house hacking idea, having someone, and guys, comment if you've heard of this. I'm sure people have. Josh, you're aware of this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Basically where you buy if you're younger or you don't have a whole family yet, you buy a 2-3 bedroom house, you're single, and then you rent out one of the rooms to somebody. Right. So instead of buying a multifamily to help your to help you pay the mortgage.
Right. It's same idea though, right? Like you're trying to offset some of the costs associated with buying your first property. I mean, for most people, their first property anyway. Yeah, I like the idea. And I like also, stuff like this, using ways and calls to action to create conversation, right? Let me know what you think in the comments. Things of that nature when you're posting on social, obviously. Good strategy to leverage. And something I was reminded of yesterday, this is completely off the cuff, but if you're using Facebook and Instagram and you're not using the story feature, you're missing out. And I'm pointing squarely at myself. I don't use that enough. The story feature, when you create, here's the thing, you can make pretty much anything into a story. So you can create the post and then share it as a story. You can create a reel and share it as a story, right? And all it means is you're taking one piece of content and you're getting more exposure to that because it Facebook and Instagram favors the story on a certain level, right? And it gets that boost of engagement. And if nothing else, the people that you're already connected with are seeing you, in their feed, open up Facebook, and at the very top, at least for me, it shows, all of your friends that have recent stories that they shared, right? So it's just like, it's a simple way to hack the algorithm a little bit. All right, since Ryan is going there, he's creating a story around the first-time buyer renter-focused postcard template. Before we get into the Texting Tuesday script, we're going to take a look at that with thanks.io. Ryan shared that with me early this morning. And then we can get into the texting script and then my RPR trick. But look at that. The front, this is the front part of the postcard. And for those of you listening on audio only, it says, stop making your landlord rich. Flip this card over to learn about low down payment mortgage options for first-time homebuyers. Okay. It's pretty compelling, right? Pretty compelling. Yep. I like that. And by the way, if you're sending this to renters, it's probably not going to work to use the dynamic image builder.
Because
they don't find a workaround. You could find a workaround maybe, but you're not going to dynamically insert the street view or the Google view of the house they're renting. I mean, I don't think that strategy makes sense in this scenario. So one thing about the back of the card, Ryan.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to. So
Yeah,
just so everybody knows.
And maybe it's just because I'm getting old. I find that font hard to read. And I've been using more and more just the plain font or whatever you can find that's just easiest to read, for whatever that's worth. You know, and I know part of what was, you know, Thanks was founded on was the handwriting fonts on them. So I don't know that it's, you know, there's still value in that, right? And it's still useful, but particularly if it's a longer message, you just want it to be easy for them to consume. If you're ready to stop renting and buy your own home, scan the QR code at the top right of this card. You'll see a quick video about a down payment assistance option that could let you buy your first house for less than the cost of the security deposit on another rental. Josh. P.S. You can also text low money down to 717-571-0456, which is my cell phone, to learn more now. Okay, right? So you're playing up the fact, and this is we're piggybacking perfectly off of yesterday's topic, down payment assistance, and also the info session that Jordan and I are holding at 1:00 today, which is the fact that, you know, down payment assistance with some of the factors that Jordan talked about yesterday is a great option for first-time buyers right now, and also is available in, like, you know, in my county in particular, you can still get down payment assistance on homes that are priced much higher than the average home price in my market, right? So we're not just talking about on cheapo houses here that you can get down payment assistance, right? So there's lots of options there.
Yeah,
now,
the
Ryan,
FHA,
we've
the
got
FHA
the message.
conforming is.
Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
I was saying the FHA conforming numbers are high. They're pretty good, right?
Yeah, and they're going up. The updated numbers are coming out later this week. So we've got the message, right? We've got the postcard. Ryan, how can folks get a list to send them to? And there's several ways, but Thanks makes it pretty easy.
Yeah,
Ryan,
we have this radius search option here. So I was just kind of walking through it. 1 second. Could be me. Better now?
I think so, maybe. So built into Thanks is a radius search tool where you can select a radius around an address. You can select the number of records, and then you can select and what do you guys call that? Household type? Is that what that says? It's hard for me to read that.
Yeah. Renters. It's just the record type right here.
Record type.
Renters and potential first-time home buyers.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So an easy, very simple way to test that out.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, if anybody would like to kick around that idea or test it out and you want to strategize, you can go to wakeup.realestate and use the chat widget, or just reach out to me and I'd be happy to chat and see if we can come up with a good strategy and a good test, test amount, test size for that, and see what we can come up with. All right. I am going to grab the screen here, and I want to share with you our text script for today. It is piggybacking off of the topic of yesterday, and leveraging a template, quote unquote, that we've used in past sessions here. I think the last time we used it was early September. So it's time to recycle it, dust it off the shelf. And it's the Who Do You Know script. Who Do You Know script, and we're calling it the Winter Edition. So a couple of variations for you here. Morning, first name. Just curious, do you know anyone who'd be interested in getting down payment assistance to help purchase a home this winter? Let me know. Okay. Variation number 2, morning, so-and-so. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Wondering, do you know anyone, or better would be, and I'm going to change it here. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know that would be interested in getting down payment assistance to help purchase a home this winter? Wondering, who do you know that would be interested in getting down payment assistance to help purchase a home this winter? And honestly, as I'm reading this, I wrote this script yesterday. But when you say, do you know anyone? It gives the reader, the recipient, an easy out. Nope, don't know anyone. Moving on with my day, right? Versus, who do you know? It gets their reticular activating system working, and they start thinking about and going to work on, oh, who do I know? Didn't I hear somebody talking about that at lunch yesterday, or at the family gathering this past weekend, or whatever the case may be? Leaving it open ended in this scenario is a better way to get people working on your behalf, to think about and to identify in their brains, who do you know? Subject line for an email, right? You can turn this into an email. Who do you know? First name. Hi, first name. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Just wondering, who do you know? Just wondering, who do you know that would be interested in getting down payment assistance to help purchase a home this winter? Let me know. We'll just say, let me know. Thanks, Josh. Okay. So obviously you can take this template or this framework and use it a whole bunch of different ways. You're not limited to the down payment assistance idea. It could be, who do you know that is thinking about selling their home this winter? Who do you know that is, I don't know. Who do you know that has been talking about buying a new construction home here in Cumberland County?
Thinking about buying an investment property, something like that.
Yeah. There you go. Right. Who do you know that might be thinking about buying an investment property this winter? Or who have you heard talking about buying an investment property? Right. Something along those lines. I think that is great. There's lots of different applications to that, and the who do you know script is one that I would recommend. You can use that one quarterly, right? Quarterly, and find the best fit for that. And the better you can match the message to the audience, so much the better. For example, I've got segments in my KV Core database that had opted in for a list of homes available for zero down payment, basically USDA qualifying properties. So I could say, who do you know that would be interested in buying a home in Perry County with zero down payment, right? Down payment assistance, zero down payment, kind of similar, but just two sides of the coin there. Quite honestly, I went with down payment assistance because I think zero down payment can get flagged, especially in the email inbox and probably in the text inbox as well. Right. But down payment assistance, at least maybe, a little cleaner. Or now we're getting tricky. Or I could have said, and you might too, go with the acronym DPA, because it gives people a reason to say, well, what's that? What's DPA?
Yeah.
And then you're in a conversation. And then when you respond with down payment assistance, it gets through the filters a little bit easier because it's a conversation that's happening. So we'll actually add that as a variation where you're, instead of saying the full down payment assistance, you just put the acronym DPA. And that curiosity will probably get you some more conversation opportunities as well. Okay. One last thing, a little bonus tech tip. Usually we do tech tips on Thursday, but we've got a special guest coming on Thursday. And I thought this was so cool that I didn't want to wait. So I was listening to a video this morning, Wendy Goss in Las Vegas, EXPer like myself. And she shared a cool new, I don't know how new this is to RPR, but it was new to me and it was new to her. Function that we'll just dig in and I'll share with you here. If you go to log into your RPR, okay, so this is what you should see. This is like the home screen of RPR, and go to research, okay, in the top menu, research in the top menu, and choose residential market trends, and then you can pop in a county, a city, a zip code, or even a specific neighborhood. I'm going to pop in Cumberland County. It's the county that I live in. The market stats, the market trends load up pretty quickly. And then this isn't the trick, right? I think this data has been available for quite a while. And there's some great insights here and some good information. You can also download shareables. You can share these trends on Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn, more. I don't know. You can get a JPEG, a PNG to make it easy to share these. But that, again, that's not the trick. The trick is this. RPR is using AI. If you click the create script button right here, okay? Once again, I want to show this and talk through this if you're listening on audio only. It's kind of middle right on the screen, right next to share. If you click create script, you'll get a pop-up here, and you can choose the tone, professional, engaging, conversational. I'm a conversational kind of guy, so I'm going to choose conversational. Choose the audience. You can choose buyers and sellers, or just buyers, or just sellers.
Can it talk like Austin Powers? Or
that part I don't think they've got figured out yet. But we can take, what we can do is we can take the script, pop it over to Chat GPT, and say, write a version of this like Austin Powers. We could come up with that. So I've got conversational, buyers and sellers, and then what would you like to do? Create video script, a social campaign, or analyze metrics. I'm going to say create video script. It says using AI to generate your script. And in a matter of a few seconds, hopefully, we'll have
Oh, wait, let me get it. I'm slow. Where is it?
What's that? So you're bogging this down?
No. I'm slow to get the Jeopardy theme song for you.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, there we go.
Is it ready?
We're ready. Okay. So here's the script. Opening music, right? You can have some music playing at the end. It's even telling you like what to do with this. And then it's saying Josh Schoenly, which is me. Hey there, everyone. Josh Schoenly, realtor with eXp Realty, here to give you the latest market update for October 2023 in Cumberland County, Pennsylvania. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, this information is essential for you. And so I would say something like, if you're thinking about buying or selling this winter, this information is essential for you, right? So it gives you a starting point that you can then make it your own. And then it says a transition slide. So it tells you which slide to use here. Let's dive right into it. First off, let's talk about the supply of inventory. Currently, we have 1.52. But anyway, you can see this whole script, but it gives you not just the script, but the transition slides, etc., that you can then take and turn into a great 1 to 2 to 3 minute market update video. You could use, you could download the slides. Okay, you could download the slides, use Loom or use Screencast-O-Matic, and do a little talking head video and just talk through the information here. Right?
I'm impressed. This is a little more forward thinking tech wise than you'd expect from RPR and NAR and the folks over there.
I was shocked. I could not believe when I saw. So I got the email talking about it, and I said this has to be like over promising and under delivering. I had such low expectations when I went, and I was and as Wendy went through it, I was like, son of a gun, this is really good.
Yeah, the slides, slides, the icing on the cake for me. That's really convenient. You just throw it in a PowerPoint and start reading, especially for you and people who are comfortable with video. It's a no-brainer. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. So let me tie all this together. I've been evolving my weekly email newsletter, and each basically week two of every month is going to be my market update. And this is a great way for me to not have to start from scratch. Now, why week two? Week two, because if you saw there, we're not quite at the end of November. The stats are from October. So by the second week of December, I'll have the stats for November. They'll be more sort of timely in that example there, or following that plan. And that content then I can use in my weekly email newsletter. I can upload to YouTube. I can upload to Facebook. I can upload to LinkedIn, wherever I want, and use it in multiple places. And the other cool thing with that is, for example, I did the whole county. right? One of the calls to action, and it was probably in the script, I just didn't go through it completely with everyone here, where you can offer that same market data for their specific zip code or their specific school district or even their specific neighborhood. And that's a great way to get people engaging, right? Like, comment below if you'd like to see what the trends look like in your specific zip code, so you get some engagement going around that. So I thought that was really cool. I haven't used it yet, other than what I just demonstrated, because I just learned about it this morning. But it's a great way to not have to start from scratch. And oh, by the way, one last thing on this. If you want to use this on your phone, you could edit that script and upload it to a teleprompter app, or I think even CapCut now has the teleprompter function like built right into it. You can do all of this right from your phone.
We need a part two.
Find a way. Go ahead, Ryan.
I think we need a part two. There's even apps now that'll let you just throw the text in and make the video if you're shy. So
that now we're going another level. Yeah. So you could, I don't know that I'd suggest it.
Yeah.
But you could then take the words and the slides and have AI build the whole thing. Right. I think some of the value in this is your voice, your face, your body language, etc. And
unless you can get Mr. T or Austin Powers to read it for you, then
exactly. So couple of 3 things for you here on a Tuesday. We had the renter postcard. We had the who do you know texting script and a little RPR trick or hack.
Sorry to cut you off. Just a note, because my internet was dying before. This is on the website if you want to use that postcard template. If you want the team at thanks.io to get that campaign out for you, just use the chat on thanks.io and say, hey guys, I want to get that campaign out to renters in my area. We'll help you do it. And then Josh, I didn't show you when I was making the card that I did use your down payment assistance video, which we might want to update sometime soon if you have some new information. But that's under mortgage lead capture pages. That postcard goes to this particular video for everybody. So,
that's a perfect transition. If you don't have your account at wakeup.real estate, go to wakeup.real estate, create your free account. It gives you access to all of those resources that Ryan just mentioned for you. Housekeeping items for the rest of the week. We've got lots of good stuff lined up for you. So this afternoon, Jordan and I are doing an info session on down payment assistance programs and how you can use those to help more buyers purchase a home this winter. Okay. Help more buyers purchase a home this winter. Tomorrow is What's Working Wednesday, and we've got a special guest, Daphne Bousquet in Fayette County, Georgia. And I think we're going to be talking about video. She's got a wonderful YouTube channel. She's also had a few videos on TikTok go a little viral. So we'll talk some video and what's working right now for her in her business. Then on our mastermind, tomorrow afternoon at 1 Eastern, wakeup.realestate/MM. I'm going to be talking about this is a topic we've talked about for years and years, every year around this time, putting together content, a blog post or a permanent page on your site about the best Christmas lights displays in your market, and then how to use that content to get some engagement. It's going to be my the primary content in my weekly email newsletter template this week. So I'll share, how we put that together, what the email looks like, etc. We've got a special guest on Thursday for Tech Tip Thursday, Scott Pierce with Listings to Leads. And then on Friday for Follow-Up Friday, I want to share the results so far with my evolved weekly email newsletter process. And I'll show open rates and I'll show some of the templates and how that's going. And it's been very promising and encouraging thus far. If for no other reason, then I can actually see how many people opened my email, right? To see that, 1,490 people opened your email, like that gets you, that's like positive feedback that makes me want to, do that again this week, right? And so really good stuff on that front that I'm excited to share on Friday. So we've got a jam-packed week.
Yeah, just a note for everybody, this sounds like a ton of stuff. It is a ton of stuff. It's all pretty good. And if you're overwhelmed or whatever, just remember all the archives are on the website, wakeup.realestate, also on the YouTube channel, but the website's going to have it right there on the homepage in chronological order once you create your free account. So,
yeah. And another reminder, this is kind of like a smorgasbord, right? You take what fits and what makes sense for you now, right? We're never encouraging you to try and do everything all at once, right? It's a matter of taking what fits and what makes sense, and what you think based upon your market, your personality, your business makes sense to implement, right? Like that renter postcard, that may or may not make sense for you to try, right? It may be a distraction, or it may fit perfectly into the niche and the audience that you're trying to help. You have to decide that, right? This is just a matter of us sharing what we're testing, what we're trying, and sharing the results, good, bad, or ugly, as they happen as well.
That's what's most fun about this for me, Josh. We got to get off, but what I see is a lot of people just take we're just talking about what we're doing, and I see other people riff on it and spin it. So a lot of what we're doing, you don't have to take, directly, just take it for inspiration and go do a social post or go do a postcard, maybe not to renters, to absentees, whatever. It's just a mastermind we got going here, rolling on the show.
Yep. Soledad says, this inspires me to change email platform as well. Well, here's what I will tell you, Soledad. We can help you with that. So if you email Mike or use the chat widget, I will very transparently send you my affiliate link to the email platform that I'm using. And if you use that to sign up, they have a free trial. We will help you clean your list, get your list uploaded, and get your initial template set up in there.
You open the can of worms now. Everybody watching wants the link. Do you have it ready with a Grow with Josh? I can post it on the screen.
I don't.
All right, tomorrow.
This is terrible. But it forces people, go to wakeup.realestate and use the chat widget bottom right, or email mike@growwithjosh.com. mike@growwithjosh.com. If you use that link, you can sign up for a free trial. And as I said, we'll help you clean your list, because to get your list from wherever it's at into their platform, it does have to be cleaned. Okay. Number one. Number two, we'll get it loaded up in there once it's clean for you. And number three, we'll get at least your initial template, like version 1.0, in that platform as well. So you can get to work and maybe even get your first email on the new platform sent out this week through there. I cannot tell you, it's very exciting and encouraging to see how many people open and click in one spot. It's a positive feedback loop that is worth the hassle of transitioning to the new platform. And I've been having, even though I've that offer that I just made, I've kind of quietly been offering for the last few days, and we've had pretty much one person a day take us up on that. So I'm not alone in wanting better deliverability and better analytics and numbers on that front. Okay, Brian, any last words before we wrap for the day?
No.
If you want to join us at 1:00, you should have gotten an email or some invitation of some kind. If not, again, go to wakeup.realestate, use the chat widget, or email Mike, or just reach out to me. I'll get you the link for that. We'll also get the replay of that on the channel after that is wrapped. We're going to do that on Zoom so we can have it be a little bit more interactive. We can run scenarios, etc. And that's going to be all about down payment assistance and how you can help more buyers purchase a home this winter with DPAs. If we don't see you this afternoon, we'll see you back here tomorrow for What's Working Wednesday with Daphne.
See you guys.